Welcome back, everybody, to the Nerdcore live show. It's a Sunday morning, and you know what that means. That we couldn't do what we were promised to do. What we promised to do last night, but we're here to do our Doom Prophecy episode 1 review, episode 399. I mean, not 399. I'm sorry, 398. 398. And of course, it's Nerds Gonna Hear host Showdowns for whatever co-host Brad Yoda.
What's up, everybody? One wonderful, wonderful Sunday morning. The sun is shining behind me. Luckily, not in front of me.
Luckily, not in front of you. Luckily, not in front of you at all. Or
I
else
just get
that
a
would.
plain roll.
Yeah, that was gonna be like bad. But we're here with a little bit more comfort instead of having the sun right in front of your face.
Mm.
Brad, before we can go into today's review, how are you doing today?
Doing good. So, as long as I don't catch my smoker on fire. So,
how the fuck you catch your smoker on fire,
bro? I don't know. I think it's just I haven't used it in a while, and so I had some old wood in there.
Or like fat?
Well, no. Luckily, I cleaned the fat tray out before, but I think it's the old wood, and then I was trying to get that wood to light, and
yeah.
I think it just caught a bunch of other wood on fire.
Okay.
So, but I turned it off in time before it did any major damage.
Yeah, you don't want to light the house on fire.
Well, it's not close enough to the house to light on fire, so it's outside.
Yeah. Well, hope you're having a good day, Brad. We're doing this early so that way Brad can get to having breakfast with his
my parentals.
Yep, with his parentals.
Yes, they're still alive, even though I am old.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up.
I'm just telling people out there because everybody thinks I'm like 100 years old.
Yeah. Whereas I just been up right now, just getting stuff ready for my 24-hour stream, and I had to do the thumbnail for this thing, and
I do have to ask, could you have chosen a worse fucking font with the red?
What red?
I get it. It's a Dragon Ball Z font.
Yeah, it's
Dragon Ball Z, but the red is just so difficult just to look at.
Yeah. Sorry, man.
Maybe
but it's okay because
I don't know.
Yeah. You just can't see, bro.
I just can't see.
Yeah.
If I can't see, then you can't see.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah. But yeah, Brad. I mean, that's what I was read. Oh well.
So how many do we need for Keon to be
25 subs, Brad?
I hope you get 25 subs today.
Yeah, I hope so too, Brad. Because that would make my it would make me so happy.
That would be good.
Because it would be you, me, Migs, and Keon.
And he'd have to play all day, right?
A whole stream.
A whole stream. A whole 24-hour stream.
No, not a whole 24 hour. No, I'm just gonna make him play one whole stream.
Okay.
But no. I would never do that, man. That would be just absolute terrible for him. But yeah, I would.
The whole stream of Among Us.
I would. No, I'm not gonna make him do Among Us. No, it'd be funnier making him do Warzone because I know he just hates those games, and yeah, he would absolutely despise it.
I like Warzone because I get to make MIGs, man, and that's always kind of fun.
Yeah. But lots of cool stuff going on over there, guys. I'm starting right at 5 p.m. Central Time on twitch.tv/TheNerdyChicano, and I'm going until 5 p.m. until Monday. I'm not doing the whole what's it called?
Watch you sleep.
No, I'm not doing the whole stay up to sleep. You guys are gonna have a sleep cam. I'm not. Okay. I'm not staying up all night.
Okay, so they are gonna watch you sleep.
Yeah, I'm not in the position. Not in the position. I'm not capable anymore of doing that.
Yeah.
Will I be playing until 2 a.m.? Fuck yeah, I can do that.
You gonna watch Raul scratch his ass in the middle of the night?
No. I'm gonna be very conscious to know that I'm not gonna be doing that on stream. Yeah, I'm not about to do that. That would be fucking hilarious, but yeah, I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, what What
I
yeah,
have
that would be crazy.
for him. He's gonna have to stay up all night just to comment on your sleeping habits.
Who?
Stacy.
Yeah, I guess, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna have a mic and everything. I'm gonna just have everything set up so that way you guys can hear me. If I snore, oh well, that's just the way it is. I'm working on that,
You're gonna
guys. I'm
have
trying
comments
not
in
to be
there.
overweight anymore.
You're gonna have comments and this man needs a CPAP machine to the fuck.
Yeah, yeah. You guys are lucky I don't have my friend Fidel here, or else you'd hear him go.
That's pretty bad. That man needs a CPAP machine. He's not breathing.
Yeah, but we'll see. We'll
Fidel,
see, guys.
Fidel, we need to do a stream to get Fidel a CPAP machine.
Yeah, but yeah, we're here to talk about Dune Prophecy episode 1, and then tomorrow, guys, don't worry. Even if I'm gonna be streaming, we will still have a podcast tomorrow. Monday, I'm just gonna have to watch the movie. I'm gonna end this stream at 5. I'm gonna watch the movie for Monday, and then just get ready to do stream at the end. What's for Brad with review with Brad? But don't worry, I have it all figured out how we're gonna do it tonight. It's just from 8 to 9, from what's it called, from 8 o'clock. You guys are gonna be on the Just Chatting screen with me as I watch Doom Prophecy episode 2. So, oh well. But just because I'm doing something over there doesn't mean I can't do something over here. So I have it already set up. I know how it's gonna work. It's just on here, you're gonna see me with my little, what's it called? With my
camera.
socials banner and my sub counter and my timer.
Oh.
But I'll be here. I'll be here. But with that said, Brad, let's go ahead and get this going because I know you need to go and eat breakfast with your family. So without further ado, let's do this thing. So if you have not watched this first episode of Doom Prophecy Season 1, you should probably get out of here if you care about spoilers. But if you don't care about spoilers, you should stay after these words from our sponsor in a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Today's episode of the Nerdcore Live Show is brought to you by SeatGeek. Whether you want to see your favorite band, sports team, or comedian, SeatGeek has you covered. We're proud to be partnering with SeatGeek to offer you $10 off with code TheNerdCore. That's $10 off your first order at SeatGeek.com with code THENERDCORPS. So take a seat at your next live event with SeatGeek. Thank you. Now let's get back to today's video. All right, man. Season 1, Episode 1, The Hidden Hand. On Wallach 9, young Valia Harkonnen promises Mother Superior Raquella that she'll protect the sisterhood by putting one of their own on the Imperial throne. 30 years later, Valia faces a threat to her long-awaited plan. Episode is directed by Anna Forster, written by Diane Ademu John. What's it called? Developed for television by Diane Ademu John and Alison Shapker. From the novel Sisterhood of Dune, written by Brian Herbert and Kevin J. Anderson, and based on the novel Dune by Frank Herbert. And executive story editor is Suzanne Rubel. And stars Emily Watson, Olivia Williams, Travis Fimmel, Jodie May, Sarah Sophie Bozinia, Chloe Leah, Chris Mason, Shalom Broom Franklin, Mark Strong, of course. I love Mark Strong. I'm glad he's in here.
Falcone up in there.
Huh? Yeah, old Carmine Falcone.
Carmine Falcone.
Yeah, young Carmine Falcone. Mm-hmm. Jade Anuka, Edward Davis, Josh Helston, Fulian Cunningham, Aofi Hines. Is this related to Syrian Hines? Syrian Hines? No, nothing. She was in Dairy Girls. Okay. I know about Dairy Girls. I heard Dairy Girls is good. Oh, yeah. Parents are Syrian Hines and the actor designer Helian Petrel. Yeah. But, yeah, Brad, and then a whole lot of other people in this cast. Let's see if we have any trivia here or anything, little fun fact stuff for us. The drug Inez and Kieran indulge in during their night on town is possibly Samuda, mentioned in several books in the Dune series, a narcotic made from the Alaka wood tree on the planet Ekaz. Samuda is described as timeless, sustained ecstasy. The drug's effects is further enhanced by tonal sounds which stimulate the brain and are referred to as Samuda music. Well, that's cool.
Take
Yeah,
you to the moon, Zamuda.
yeah. Thank you to the big what's it called Dune nerd who let us know about that. I thought it would
Hmm.
be something else, but yeah, um,
Cocaine.
yeah. Brad, I'd say like okay. Okay. This is gonna be interesting way for me to put this. So this is the first non Dune content we're getting. First non Dune related like media that is not on the hands of Denis Villeneuve.
Mm.
No work done by Denis Villeneuve in here. There's no.
Even
Uh,
as a production credit or anything, producer.
I don't think so, man. I
Okay.
think it's just
It's all
I don't know. I
EP.
mean, I mean, I can look here, but this isn't him directing any episodes. He isn't. No, Brad. No, Brad. He's not involved in this whatsoever.
Hmm. Okay.
Nope.
They do take his visual style though.
Yeah, and that at this point is because it's because they want to create a what's it called a linear style, right?
Yeah,
They want to,
similar world.
something that you can tell, like, oh, this all exists within the same world. No, but like the same thing I've said about the Penguin is just that it's hard to replicate Greg Fraser's style
Yeah.
and what he was doing because of the lenses he was using, of the certain lights he was using. So shows like The Mandalorian and onward, they did it with what's it called, his style from Rogue One as well, and it's just I'm like whatever, okay.
I mean,
So
they could have done something really funny though, and used David Lynch's style and confused the shit out of all of us.
yeah, yeah, I'm glad they could still kept the same what's it called the same
The blue,
yeah, the
like when
force,
the sword fighting. Yeah,
the
the
shields.
shields.
But I had to say I like the episode. I think the episode is good, but stylistically just feels very off right now, where I feel like um this isn't like I not that I can't believe this existing within the same world as these movies, whereas just feels like something that is like you know completely different from these movies.
Well, it is 10,000 years in the
Yeah,
past.
it's 10,000 years, right? It's just stylistically and visually the way it looks. It
Also,
looks,
we're used to seeing a lot of sand.
yeah, yeah.
There's no
Kind of.
sand. We saw one scene with sand.
Yeah. But I had to say, like I said, I enjoy the episode. I think it's a good way to start the show. And essentially this whole political uh battle that's going to be happening throughout this whole season, as who's going to get control of that imperial throne. And I thought that was an interesting way to start. But Brad, what are your initial thoughts?
I I, I like this episode. I think it's captivating enough to keep me like wanting to continue it. I think it's good. It didn't really do anything that surprised me or made me go, oh yeah, this is the greatest thing ever made. But again, it's the first episode, so usually the first episode is just to get you into that world. And
Hmm.
yeah, I feel like I'm brought back into some sort of Dune world. Like I mean, just the way you have the dress, the costume design is great. Overall, the set design I think is spectacular in places. So it brings me back to that world, but it wasn't anything that I can go like, you know, the Andor scenes, like where I'm going, oh shit, like there's none of that yet.
Yeah. And like I told you, man, it's just it's like how can I say, like it doesn't, it just feels completely out of the realm of where this exists.
Well, and again, well, this is the first episode set 10,000 years in the past. There are like bits and pieces where you can piece together where this is going. Um, but I think the one who steals the show is Desmond Hart because he's the most mysterious figure in the thing, especially at the end. Because I don't know if that death of Lord, what the hell was the little kid's name?
Oh
Uh,
man.
Lord Pruitt.
Yeah, the
So
kid.
yeah, Lord Pruitt. So his death, and then I don't know if that signals in that there's going to be a war with that. I
I
mean,
would
'cause
expect
I
so.
would expect so. I mean, it'd be very likely. I mean,
Yeah. I do love
especially
that that she, who was it? It was not Vanya. It was Empress Natalia, right? Who tells her like, it's like you do that again, and I'll stab you myself.
Princess Inez. So
Inez, yeah,
I'm not
Inez,
sure.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So I mean, so there is that whole little like the tension in that room there, and that can only lead to my thinking. This leads to war because you just killed, you know, in your house, you killed the person that your daughter was going to marry.
yeah. And like always, as I figured, there's some sort of fight for control of Arrakis here. Like,
Oh yeah, I mean that's
yeah, they're
that
even
never
talking
stops.
about like oh, the Fremen aren't actually doing anything. There's just it's what's it called? Like we can take control, and I'm like, oh my god, as like this is the story as old as time, huh? It's like
Just over and over
somebody's
and
fighting
over
for
again.
control of Arrakis.
But
Also, they sorry, Brago.
no, so is it the Harkonnens? The Harkonnens. I'm
Yeah,
always the names. So just that tidbit. There's like little bits and pieces like sewn throughout this that make it a good episode, and that they mention the Harkonnens, and then the Harkonnens is asking for, you know, for her to send over the truth tellers, and
yeah,
she keeps telling them no, and she's a Harkonnen. So what's up with that?
yeah. I
Like
know, right?
what's the issue with that? What went on in the background there where she's just telling the Harkonnens just no? Does she know, like, if she sends one over there, like that's just like that's just going to offer too much help, or maybe she doesn't want it seen as, since she's a Harkonnen, that she's sending one over there.
I
I
don't
don't know.
know. I'm telling you, man. I mean, like I said, it's a good way to start this what's it called, this series. Not necessarily like super like in love with it right now. It is the first episode, and I
I
think
mean, it might be an Andor where it's a slow burn for 2 or 3
you never
episodes
know,
and then
right?
really ramps up.
Yeah. It just, to me, just like this first episode, I was like, okay, you have some really interesting stuff, especially in the beginning where you see like the actual war with the machines.
Yeah.
Like I thought that was really cool. Um, you see the voice being used for the very first time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's just a
and
little something I've been practicing.
yeah, it's like
But
apparently they got the actress to actually do like the raspy voice there.
oh.
Yeah,
Well, it was like I thought they were overlaying like the voices and
they
stuff.
overlaid, but like the whole raspiness, like that's
That was
her.
her.
Like that was
Oh, that's
her. Like,
cool.
like yeah. So, really interesting stuff. Like I said,
You,
I like it. I don't love this episode, and I think that's a good way to start. But um, visually looks cool, looks good and all. But to me, it doesn't beat the visuals from Dune and
oh,
Dune part
no,
one and
I
part
mean,
two.
I don't. I think if you have that high of a bar, I don't think it's ever going to be met. I mean, you can
Yeah.
hope. I like the settings in this and everything. Um, do you think we're going to get more flashbacks in future episodes? Like we got a whole shit ton of summary in this. Do you think we'll get flashbacks
I would think to what to like part
to her
one.
time? I know they started it out with her and the Mother Superior and her ascending to, I guess, the top of that. Um, but I'm just wondering, you think we'll go back to that world when she's uh, young and see more of
Mm,
her time there?
I
I don't know.
guess. I guess. Yeah. I mean, I would think so because I want to see what that looked like in the beginning. I think that was to me like was some of the most interesting stuff was seeing how this all was working out in the beginning,
Yeah.
and I want to see kind of those the kinks in the kinks in the getting worked out of like how they were how the sisterhood became to be.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I would hope we get flashbacks. I hope we like
It's
the
hard to
whole
say.
vision of Iraq is being consumed by the what's it called the worm by Sheikh Halud was really cool. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, I mean, the worm coming up and eating. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was kind of cool.
yeah. But
And also, I did like the special effects in this, like where Lord Pruitt is burning, and then you get in their, is it Truth Sayer, Truth Teller? Like, I forget their names, but she's also burning. which is like, was there a connection there in some form?
I guess. Remember, like,
I
remember
don't know
though.
enough about Dune.
Me
Like,
neither. Me
I've
neither.
never read the book. This is the
So I guess
issue.
it's good that
Shogun.
we're
I
having
knew
these
a lot
questions,
about
Brad.
Shogun.
Yeah, it's good that we're having these questions because it's like I guess we'll get these answered as we go.
Yeah,
But
I mean, I would imagine like we'll understand why she ended up burning as Lord Pruitt was burning. Because to me, that's like there's got to be some similar connection to that.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, dude. Like I said, good episode so far. I like the way it introduces. The music is good. It's just it's not Hans Zimmer's score. Let's be real honest here. What's it
No,
called? And nothing's gonna top that. Yeah. So
I mean you got
yeah.
to keep a budget in some places, Raul.
Yeah, I know, but it's just like it's just and that's the thing with these type of shows, Brad. We're like the Penguin, this one, and like Ahsoka and everything that tries to build upon the world that is started by the people who make the original, not the original, but like the first in the universe's work. They're all trying to imitate what was done before.
I
And
mean,
I feel
because
like you should try to at least, not imitate, but like build inside of it and like, maybe play with just a little tweaking of the visual style where it's what's it called? It sets itself apart,
yeah,
but it doesn't try to imitate what was done.
yeah. I mean, Penguin. Yeah, you can see some imitation, but I do think it did something that set itself apart from the
Yeah.
Batman
Well,
show.
yeah, I think further into the season, you did start to get some really interesting stuff with the visual style
Yeah,
that I actually really liked.
like the chair when he's lifted back up when
Yeah.
they did that. That was
Yeah,
really
and the
cool.
more outdoor shots and especially the what's it called in Vic's neighborhood when the explosion happens. Like I thought that was interesting way to
Also,
like
we actually got to see daylight in Gotham. We never really get to see
yeah.
daylight.
Yeah. So, at least with the penguin, like it's just rough in the beginning to me with the visual style, but
Yeah,
as it goes, but stuff like this, stuff like, the Ahsoka Book of Boba Fett and all that stuff is just I think that they try to imitate it and it's just like just try to do something different with it instead of trying to like create it again.
yeah. I feel like they probably. I feel like they'll have something great further on,
Yeah.
but I still feel like this brings you into the world of Dune
Yeah.
because the sets are really well done. I mean, I'm looking at a
Oh
picture
yeah.
here online of Travis Fimmel as Desmond Hart standing there, and you look at all the architecture of the walls he's standing in front of, and the way they do the lights. It's very Dune-esque
Yeah.
from Denis movie. It's very Dune-esque. I mean, it may not be the same, like you said, the same lens and that, but it does bring me back into the Dune world, which I haven't. I
Yeah.
still haven't seen part two, so
God damn
it's
it,
been a
Brad.
while.
Get into part 2 already, dude. Jeez.
Yeah, there's nothing stopping me. It's on HBO. I know.
Yeah. You probably want to get to that soon, but and I can't even tell you it's for a review because I already did the review with Alex.
Yeah,
So yeah.
so I just need to watch it for the end of the year.
Yeah. So Brad, final verdict here?
Um, I'm very optimistic for this show, but again, this is just a good start. It didn't do anything to amaze me, so I'm gonna start it off with a 7 out of 10.
I'm right there with you, man. I'm at a 7 out of 10 as well. I thought that it was a good way to start, and I think that it's nothing that amazingly blew me away, nothing that I'm in love with right now, but I am very intrigued and very interested to see where we can go from here.
Yeah, it's got
And
me hooked. Like I want to see the next episode today to see, how this is going forward because we just had the death of someone royal who was getting married to another royal.
yeah,
And that sounds like a whole thing for war right there.
yep. So with that said, that concludes our review of Dune Prophecy Episode 1. We'll be back tomorrow for Dune Prophecy Episode 2 around like the time that it ends. So it's like what, like 9 something and shit like that. So we'll get that figured out, but we'll be there for our second episode review. And of course, keep up to date with us on nerdcore.com, Twitter at the Nerdcore underscore, Instagram at the Nerdcore, Letterboxd at the Nerdcore, TikTok at the Nerdcore, Patreon.com/the Nerdcore for all the exclusives that we've got. And tomorrow, Monday, we have our early stream, ad free of our final film of Noirvember, and then on Friday, on Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Central Time on the $5 tier and above, we're doing our review of our mini pod to conclude for real our Noirvember, and then we'll be off for Thursday. We'll be back until I want to say Sunday for Dune Prophecy episode 3. So, yep. And the week after that, we start our reviews of Skeleton Crew. And I think the week after that, we start our reviews of Creature Commandos.
It's the Goonies in space.
Yep. But with that said, we'll catch you guys later. We want to thank thank you to our wonderful patrons. They make it possible. Also, subscribe on YouTube, leave a like on the video, and click the notification bell so you don't miss a single review that drops on the episode. Make sure that you're also leaving a 5-star review on your favorite podcast app of choice and following us on that app. Make sure that you keep up to date with everything that we're doing here, guys. We'll be back, again, like I said, tomorrow. And yeah, man, other than that, Brad, let's go ahead and send them out of here.
All right, Roll. Thank you for being host as always. Thank those who join us in future chats. Thank you to our listeners out there, our Patreon supporters. We appreciate each and every one of you. And to end this episode, all I gotta say is don't stab yourself in the neck. Young Yoda out.
Oh crap! I didn't